Chat, shooters are never going to die.
Yeah.
Fad might change the same way the music game fad changed, although it'll never die. It'll never go down quite as hard as the music games did. But ultimately, shooters are just a very natural way of handling combat in a lot of scenarios. It'll change form multiple times, but like once upon a time, shooters were Doom, for example. But nowadays they're Call of Duty, and in between that there were Halo, and they'll keep warping, but they'll never go away because they've been around since like practically the beginning.
It is interesting seeing shooters change, though.
Yeah, because they changed, but it's also like a 30-year-old genre now.
Yeah. All right, give me a second.
Like expecting it to go away doesn't make sense, or even really dying out doesn't make sense because they've never died out that whole time. It's always been one of the relatively popular options of a game to make. It's just obviously they hit a particular spike with Call of Duty. Same way music games hit a spike with Guitar Hero 3 very specifically.
Okay.
I don't know how the stats work out, but I think I saw a stat once that kind of suggested that Guitar Hero 3 might have sold more copies than every other music game ever made combined. By music games, I mean Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Obviously, there's all the other ones, but that gets too hard to calculate.
Oh, nope, cancel that one. Don't do that.
You fucker, I already did it.
Nope, it's cool. Survival.
So easy to say yes.
It is. The one thing I like about the shooter genre is it changes, I want to say, like, thematically more often than any other genre. Like, you can...
I mean, Rez is technically a shooter.
I'm trying to think of what Rez is. I don't know what Red is.
That's the game where you play as a little Tron polygon monster guy that, like, locks on the characters and fires, like, space rockets at them.
Fair enough.
It's like halfway between being a shooter and being Star Fox.
This is a survival mission, by the way. However, you should be fine.
I might rescind what I said about Rez. It might not be. That probably doesn't count as a shooter quite.
The first life support capsule has
I've heard it most compared to Panzer Dragoon Orta.
I've got, like,
essentially like a game, like games you play Star Fox style, where you're on a track, but your character moves around and you also move a reticle at the same time, but it's 3D moving towards your perspective. And your primary way of attacking is to drag a reticle over people while holding a button to target multiple people at once. Then you let go of it to fire homing missiles at all those people in like a combo.
Oh yeah, Keith.
And Rez was famously set to like a soundtrack to enhance the experience and everything. And they sold it with a vibrator, which is gross.
I want to interrupt for a bit. No Man's Sky.
You want to interrupt the vibrator discussion?
Yeah. Somebody brought up No Man's Sky, and I actually wanted to mention it. So I think it's been delayed till August.
Something like that.
How are you planning on handling that? Because that doesn't seem like the kind of game that we're actually going to be able to make normal content out of.
I'll probably just give it a shot.
Fair enough. I get the feeling it would actually
I'm just going to experience it.
I get the feeling it would actually be really fun to, almost... I don't even know if it would be possible. But, like, hooking up, several capture cards or something to, like, a Switch with, like, a capture PC. And, like, streaming you, me, and Shell playing it at the same time. And then, like, just kind of doing, you know...
That was one of my ideas has definitely been to have, like, a simultaneous shared experience thing going on, because obviously we won't be able to find each other, at least for a very long time.
Yeah, but, like...
to this day, I still haven't found definite confirmation that you even can play with people.
I've heard them say that you can, but, like, don't really plan on it, and I'm okay with
like
both.
I don't think our conversation has gotten any better information than it did when we mentioned this when we played Destiny back before Destiny 2.0.
Yeah. But I was thinking the coolest way we could handle it is have a separate capture PC, which would probably just be my laptop or something. You, me, and Shell playing it kind of individually, though I don't know how long she will stand it. She might love it, she might hate it. But we effectively treat it like the ultra-long podcast. And anytime we come across something interesting, we just live swap the perspective. And then obviously edit it together at the very end.
It does seem to just be a massive open world, like, exploration crafting sort of game. Where just whatever happens, happens.
And obviously, I bet Bird will probably join in, and maybe like Stainless if he's around. Don't know about
I
Purple.
do definitely wonder, like, if it would be more entertaining to be either edited down, or yeah, like to have this. We're talking about here having multiple perspectives. But I'm wondering if just watching one guy play that game for hours might be boring or not.
I don't know.
I just don't know what the moment-to-moment gameplay is, which I think a lot of people don't know still.
It seems like the kind of game that would be better. Honestly, I think this people that are currently watching us play Warframe is kind of the same way, where you and I are just like running around shooting stuff and talking.
Yeah, which some people hate.
Yeah. But like, what else are we gonna do? Right now we are grinding to get you.
No, I shot that
grind
guy. No, I
parts.
shot that guy. No, I shot that guy. We got him. He's dead now. Shoot that guy in the face.
This would be the commentary a lot of the time if I was just in the game the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I was like 100% focused on this game right now, my commentary would have stopped.
Just dead face.
Yeah.
Little drool hanging out.
Oh, perfect. I always have that trouble with
Oh! Oh, it's you. You're him again.
So these are dirt cheap, and you also have the energy. Oh god, this is so great.
Oh right, because you keep getting the automatic refund from me.
Yeah, so we're both getting energy because I also have the mod. Keith, find a room that we can make a choke point. I want to make the House of Bounce so we can just shoot down it.
The House of Bounce.
Dude, it's gonna
And
be
then I
great.
can just keep chain lightning them all.
Yeah,
Be
you
fantastic.
chain lightning, and I will. There's got to be a better room than this.
Oh yeah, because this is the most open room ever.
Yeah, this room sucks. Is this? No, this room sucks too. We got to find something.
It is crowded around here.
Oh, here we go. Keith, right here.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Tesla's so effective. Boing, boing. Here we go. I love the ground pound. Have you seen that before?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's effective even slightly, because I have almost no way of trying to measure it, but damn, it's just fun to randomly do.
Wait,
Is this a functioning elevator at all? Probably
no,
not.
it's not. One of these things bounced off of you, by the way, and it hit the wall on the side. Alright, now we hide over here. Keith? Just hide
Come
over
get us,
here.
bad guys.
Just hide around the corner so they can't shoot at us. The problem is some of them are still shooting at us. Oh, there they come.
This really is playing. This is playing. We're playing Orcs Must Die right now.
Oh man, we need to get you this frame at some point, because this would
Orcs Must Die 3.
this would be hilarious with
So
like
happy
4
right
of
now.
these guys.
Get ready.
We just need a wrecking ball that hangs from the ceiling.
You know, I actually
your
really want
primary reward is just from waiting, right? So this is probably really effective.
I really want to play Orcs Must Die. Oh, what? We have some floating ones.
Orcs
Alright.
Must Die. Oh, there's an interesting title. Oh yeah, you stuck up to the door.
Here they come.
Oh god. Well, this is someone's nightmare.
This is fucking great.
Capsule.
Oh man, I got I've got a number of fans that have this frame. We are totally doing this.
Oh
some
god, I've been
night.
sent in.
That's okay. Let's see if I can do this. Huh. Alright. Now they're just waiting
Mine
there.
no shield. There we go. Now we are safe. Oh yeah, I forgot that if I shoot through my shield, it gets supercharged, and I do more damage. My lightning does bonus damage through the shield.
This is
This
fun.
is silly.
I love this.
Now you're thinking with portals.
You know, a portal gun would be amazing for this game. There's a black
Yeah.
hole launcher, which I'd love to use right here.
Black hole sun, won't you come?
Alright, I need to go get some energy. I apparently can't
Bye.
leave normally. I'll be back. Alright.
Who needs energy when we have very slow regeneration?
Life support on
Well,
the way.
if we had a Trinity, this would be a lot easier, because Trinity just generates energy for everybody. There we go. Now let's get my energy back.
This is utterly silly. It's great. Come get us, bad guys.
Make your own fun.
Why are you going so slow? Why are you going so slow, guys? Come and get us. You just gotta get past my shield.
Another life support capsule.
I kind of wish your shield would work with my traps, so my traps would have like a lightning effect attached to them. Like this game really needs synergy skills.
I think the primary thing it does right now is that it amplifies my lightning when I fire it, I think.
We'll see if you can give me a black hole launcher. Oh, that'd be so nice.
Ow. They're really not getting any closer.
Well, we have to move off to the side. I'm letting them build up right now while they shoot at you.
Aren't they friendly?
That one guy. There's like a couple of guys. Oh, hi.
Just trapped in the room, sort of.
Well, do you think this is
There's
good enough
so
for
damn many of
a little
them.
bit more? Yeah, I love survival mode for this reason. All right, we gotta let them come through. We're running out of life support.
All right.
Go
We
off
don't
to
need
the side.
life. Oh, we do need life support.
Running out of time.
Oh my God! Here they
Consider
come.
extraction.
Here they come. Explode!
Tenno.
All right. I'm gonna go
Oh, this is dumb. Video
I'm
games
gonna
are dumb. I love
set
them.
up some life support. This is great. I love this character.
What a weird nightmare.
I don't use him very often because I find he's kind of the weird midpoint between several of my characters, and I don't like that. At the same
Yeah.
time, he
that was
definitely wins the
fantastic.
Goofy Award. Thank you for humoring me there.
I mean, I got to do the biggest ult so far, basically. When they were all bunched up. I was like, well, we're gonna have to Tesla this now.
Additional life support has arrived.
That was an experience. Here we go. The animal noises.
Okay, there we go.
Coming after me, guys?
Support has been replenished.
Oh, it's a MOA.
Yep.
MOAs are weirdly animalistic sounding.
Not as animalistic
Being-
sounding as the freaking things that look exactly like MOAs from Metal Gear Solid. Like, can I just say that's just the weirdest noise?
Yeah, the
moo.
weird feminine leg thing.
Yeah, it's so weird. They've got like sexy legs and they moo like cows, and I'm just like, I'm not okay with like any of these things.
Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid 4 sexy leg robots were the strangest decision. They distract the soldiers in the battlefield. I fell in the only hole in that entire room. Right dab in the middle of it. Pro status all around. Come and get it, bad guys. What are you
I
up
really
to?
need to
Oh,
work on increasing my range here.
Tenno, prepare for life
Hell, I don't
support.
even need power strength, come to think of it.
Good to just bounce people over and over again.
Yeah, I wonder if I have the mod for overextended. I'll have to double check. Oh shit, he grabbed me onto the freezy thing. So I've got a
Uh-oh.
special ability that is like a large scale vortex that just sucks people in, which is great. But I don't think I've maximized my like size here. I'd have to double check
Additional
it.
life support has arrived.
Oh Jesus, what are people arguing about now?
I don't know.
That started arguing about something, and I kind of lost track of the whole thing. Oh well. But yeah, I will say the longer that No Man's Sky takes to come out, the more time I have to get skeptical of the entire premise.
I mean, I've always been skeptical of it. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be an intergalactic tourism simulator, and I'm so totally okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as
There's
I can
definitely
look
there's
at...
a moment where you get the initial hype of like ambition. We're like, oh yay, and I'm like especially cheering for them because like, oh look at the little indie company making something crazy because they previously made a bike stunt game. But at the same time, the longer it goes on, you're like, all right, what am I going to be doing moment to moment in this game though, and is that going to be interesting to me? And the longer it takes to come out, the more time I have to think about that question more and more.
I mean, if I spend my entire time running from place to place, gathering resources, upgrading my ship to look prettier, and all the while, like, looking at cool new things that, like, are hopefully different enough from planet to planet that I don't get sick of it, then I'm totally okay with
Yeah.
that.
One of
I'd
the
also-
one of the dangerous things was the realization that it made me feel just like the Mass Effect trailer did. And the Mass Effect trailer did not really fulfill the thing that made me excited about it in the first place.
What
Like,
were you
once I
excited about
played it,
for Mass Effect?
So what happened is, like, I eventually played the game a few times, and it kind of became one of my favorite games ever. but when the trailer came out, what really got me psyched about it was seeing the video of like them showing the giant star map and like promising this incredibly massive universe to explore.
Yeah, no.
And
God,
then we
it
all know
failed
what
at
Mass
that
Effect
so
actually
hard.
was. See that really expensive, extensive star map, but most of them are like a codex entry floating over a planet. And when you get to explore them, they're like they look like something made in the Source engine of like, look at this rocky terrain. Look
No,
at
it's
this
just like
rocky terrain.
generic Terragen even.
Yeah.
I had a program
it-
at the time that would generate planets that looked exactly like that, and I was just like, did they just do this?
Yeah. Like, that was ultra disappointing, and it was otherwise, like, one of my favorite games ever made, but that was definitely, like, that's part of what sold me on it, and it was not ultimately what the product was worth.
Oh yeah, Keith. I want to borrow you again for a second. Let's find another...
Yeah.
Let's find another hallway. So you like shocking things, right?
Whatever made you think that?
I don't know, hunch. All right, let's go back to the room we were in.
I don't know, I'm trying to find something for your birthday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I forgot I have another Palpatine maneuver
Life support
that I can pull off. So when you come back to me,
I'm clearing them
there are
off
people
real quick.
still stuck in the House of Bounds. There was a
Oh my
heavy
God,
gunner
are
that
there
was
really?
just like freaking out in there. Yeah.
Wow. I honestly would have just expected the game to forget they existed by now and just lose them.
No, apparently they last. As long as they last for either... I think they last for like 5 minutes. Anyway. Come here, let's go in far enough.
What lasts
you with
5
me?
minutes?
Life support
Alright.
capsule.
Oh god.
Don't
Oh,
move, don't
no.
move, don't move, don't move. Can you turn? Can you turn for me?
I think
They're
there's a
kinda stacking
spider
up.
on you.
Thank you. Alright. Can you shoot at the people that are coming in so they don't come in too far? I don't want to trigger this premature melee.
Like,
Actually, you know
is
what?
it? I
Go
don't know.
for
I
it.
think it's a spider. Get it off
Go
me.
for
Get
it. Just
off
go
me.
stand next to them. Just go stand next to them.
Oh my god, I can't.
You
Close
hit
enough
them.
to them.
That's okay. Now go stand next to them. I don't know what's happening.
Particle effects are happening.
Yeah, so what I do is I have a shock
The
trap.
important
that
thing is there's no survivors.
I have a shock trap that I can attach, and it's like single use, but you can stack them infinitely. So I was playing with 2 people that were this character the other night, and they just like, there's this like dumb character called Clem, who's a Grineer that like went rogue, and he only says like Gurkata and Clem, and he's like this kind of weird dumb meme.
Weird.
But so they just covered him in shock mines.
I can't hear Clem without thinking Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know. Neither could I. I was really confused about that. But
Clem's skin would be really out of place in this game.
he's kind of cute, with like, you know, kind of that like,
For a robotic death machine.
yeah, pretty much. But it was
Who's an
really funny to
adorable
see him
murder
just
ball?
like ambling around with like, you know, his signature 2 guns and shock mines just attached to his face. And then every once in a while he'd like wander near somebody and that somebody would just get lit up. It was very funny.
When you were stacking that stuff on me, it was simultaneously making me think of 2 things at once, which was one was of course the spider, like it's a spider sticky grenade getting stuck to somebody's donut's head, I believe, in Red vs. Blue season 1. Like their sticky grenade joke they had at the very beginning. But then the other one was taking me back. It was taking me all the way back to playing GoldenEye, way back on the 64. In that, if you did remote mines, you could stack them as a tower of remote mines. So you could stick a remote mine against the wall, and then stick a remote mine to that, and you'd have like a pillar sticking directly out of the wall, like horizontally, of just remote mines, and then you could trigger them all at once or something. There was weird quirks where you could kind of like, I think you could kind of collide them weird, where you can kind of knock them over, and like a chunk of remote mines would just be stuck on the floor all of a sudden. It was the weirdest freaking thing.
Really
Of just
need
this power of death.
I really need to find more games with like weird weapon glitches just so I can mess with them.
Yeah. Half the fun of some games is just finding out with all the weird stuff you can do.
Like,
That was part of being a child or a teenager, and something that you do less and less as you get older, because you just there's more options and you have less time to cover them all, is that when you spend too much time with the game, you start finding out so many weird things you can do in it.
Yeah.
The shit I know about Halo 2 is just strange. Like, do you know anything about like the butterfly maneuver,
Nope.
or like the warthog jump glitch?
I know you could do some, like, really nonsense things with Warthog jumps.
Well, the first crazy warthog thing was in Halo 1, which is that if you the warthog was impervious to all damage, it was just an invincible physics object.
I loved that so much.
So if you stuck a giant pile of grenades under it, you could detonate it in crazy ways and just do the warthog jumps. And
Yeah,
back in Halo
I
1.
would do that. I know that
Those were
one.
early viral videos. But in Halo 2,
I think
the
we
warthog
made
glitch
one
that
of
was
those,
weird.
actually. One of my friends had a very early, like, Google
Ow.
Videos
Oh, I'm
channel.
dead. Whoops.
Oops.
No, not my carrier. Oh,
The fuck are you?
I'm sad.
I mean, if I
I'm
can't
sad
make
because
it...
I had to loot things manually.
No, I mean, if I let you die, your carrier will come back.
Oh right, I think I've died
I'll just-
already this mission.
I think I'll just let you die.
I mean, now it's over anyway. Oh well.
You'll be fine.
Hello, carrier. I missed you. But in Halo 2, the really strange glitch was that if you used a sword, the sword in that game had a lunging attack when you pulled the trigger, where you try to and the way that the lunging attack worked is that the game would essentially home in on your opponent, and
Yeah.
it would charge at them. But the weird quirk is that if you got in the passenger seat of a warthog or a specter, you could still do the lunging attack at somebody, but you wouldn't get out of the chair. You'd stay in the vehicle. So what happens is you go into a place like Blood Gulch, the big long canyon level, you have somebody walk up to your side seat, but be in range of the lunge, but out of range of actually getting hit by you, and you initiate the lunge attack, but it doesn't hit them because they're so far away. Then they walk across the entire map and just go hang out over there, maybe hop in like a Banshee and fly up in the sky on the opposite corner of the map. You get out of the Warthog, you fly all the way at them in a lunging attack.
That's fun.
Like it just picks up the homing attack, which has already been initiated on a target, and just executes it no matter where they are, and just goes flying across the map.
Hold out as long
You know,
as
we should,
Completely absurd.
we should... Can you get, like... Does that glitch work in, the Anniversary Edition, or no? They didn't fix it.
Oh, I have no clue.
Probably not. Oh, this is
It would
so
work in the
great.
original Halo 2, which I still have.
Yeah, that's a good point. It'd be fun to, like, just sit down and, like, go through all of our, like, weird glitches that we remember from when we were younger.
Yeah, weird childhood stuff of like
Yeah.
strange things you could do in games.
Just do, like, a video on it. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be the ones we remember. I'm sure people have their own that they remember fondly. And we
There was
just
some crazy
recreate
shit.
Dumb glitches. You were
Like
mentioning...
one of the worst kept secrets about Halo 2 was actually the fact
Oh, we're
that
done.
oh wow, that one I fell apart instantly just now.
Yeah, we should probably
Dead.
leave.
I just dissolved. But one of the worst kept secrets about Halo 2 is the fact that you could actually get outside of the you could get outside of every level in the game.
Where are you? There you are.
Getting outside of levels was interesting because you could vertically go on top of each level and explore like the model that made up the level, basically. Yeah, that's well outside the bounds of where the gameplay was supposed to take place.
Alright, leave
Like you
now.
could essentially like climb on top of canyons and go explore the weird shit that they modeled over there. Kind of like how you go between those two zones in the original WoW, where you weren't supposed to go.
Were you
Like
there
you could do that
in
in every single level of all of Halo 2, basically.
Were you there
And some of
when
them
we
you could even fall down and walk on the skybox.
Were you there when we were playing Orion Dino Prelude, or no?
Yeah. Where
You
people
were-
were levitating around and bullshit was happening and nothing made sense and everyone was and like, it was just the weirdest experience.
That was a fun, stupid night. I kind of wish I
Yeah.
had actually recorded it and put it on YouTube, but I didn't.
Yeah,
and
I
oh
put it
well.
on YouTube.
I
Monster.
critical life support levels.
It was the jankiest game, especially when you get grabbed by a pterodactyl, and you would just be under the pterodactyl with no sort of grabbed animation. You were just kind of floating under it.
Mission complete. Excellent.
You've been grabbed. What are you
All
gonna
right.
do?
So we succeeded at getting nothing. You want to do that again,
Woohoo!
or...
We got a Nova Prime helmet though. I think I already had that. At this point, I'm like seconds away from being able to build a Nova.
Yeah, we do actually have a lot of Nova sets.
I just won't stop getting more.